Thank you so much, everyone. Can you raise your hand if you know Exclusible? If you ever heard anything about Exclusible? Good things or? Good things. Perfect, perfect. So Exclusible, actually, we created Exclusible in September of 2021. In 21, so we have 2 years in the market. At the beginning, Exclusible, I'm working at Exclusible since day one. I'm one of the investors and working with the team and managing everything that relates to marketing, partnerships, and also business development. So that's about me. But we started Exclusible like being a marketplace for NFTs, but NFTs for luxury and premium brands. But then all the brands, they were like, oh, okay, that's very cool. I really want to create an NFT collection, you know, and just unlock the power of Web3, but I also want to explore the buzzword of 2022 that was the Metaverse. So we started step by step, and I don't know, probably you guys all have a startup in the Web3, and you know that in order to survive, you need to adapt, right? I mean, you cannot continue with the same mindset or with the same mission of, okay, my company is this, this, and that, and then you stick with that. It's not possible. You are never going to survive in the space. So we, at Exclusible, we were always very open to adapt and embrace new business model and also to improve our format and strategies. So we started to invest in Metaverse. At that point, the Metaverse was known because of Decentraland, Sandbox. We acquired a couple of lands in Sandbox as well, very near the lands of Snoop Dogg. We were very proud. We generated a couple of good results, a couple of million with Metaverse, and then we decided to also embrace more in the gaming space. So now Exclusible, and you will see, here is my presentation. So I'm going to start by saying what Exclusible is and what we are doing in the space, and then the 3 main verticals that we operate. So gaming, immersive experience, and then the Web3 studio per se. So that means marketing strategy, because we launch, and I'm going to show you a couple of case studies and results of things that we accomplished in the past. And we were in charge of absolutely everything, since tech to marketing to strategy to community building. So this is what we do in the Web3 studio. So in terms of our results, so as I mentioned, we created the company in September 2021. In October, we decided to release our own NFT collection, call it Alpha, of course. And it was a very good experience because back then, and I totally agree with what you were saying, you know, like at the beginning, everyone was like, even I was like, probably Exclusible is a scam. Probably, I don't know. And so at the beginning, it was very difficult to bring, you know, brands, especially luxury brands, to the Web3 space, and we were also competing with other agencies. So our first NFT collection, it was 3,000 NFTs, and it was a very good experience because we created everything in-house, the design, the technology, the minting process, everything. And it was a very good experience because we sold out the collection in less than 48 hours, and we generated, only with 1 month of being in the market, 2.4 million. So that was an amazing start for us, and also amazing to continue the conversation with luxury brands that now they understand, because if we launch a collection and we're able to gather more than 1,000 community members that they were willing to pay for digital luxury, that means that we have the resources and we have the capacity to launch their own NFT collections. So in 2022, we launched more than 17 NFT collections in collaboration with different brands, including like Alpine, the F1, Asper Bugatti, Christian Lacroix, I mean, you name it, from fashion to sports to everything. And then, as I mentioned, so our path was always in a sense that we want to become the big boss of Web3. We really want to be the ultimate destination for brands that really want to unlock and explore the potential of Web3, blockchain, and gaming and immersive experience. So with that in mind, in October 2022, we decided to acquire Polycount. They are a Metaverse builder studio based in the US. They are responsible for more than 80 50% of all the metaverse spaces that you can see right now, especially in spatial. But so with the support of our sister company that we acquired, we launched more than 200 metaverse projects. We built more than 20 different platforms. I mean, from Journey, Spatial, Decentraland. Now, in terms of gaming, we were able to build on Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox. Roblox is like a huge bet for us. And so this is some of our results. Here is a short list of clients that we're able to gather and create experience, immersive experience or Web3 experience with them in the past 2 years. And this is the different platforms and technologies that we use to provide all of these to our clients. Okay, so entering more still on our verticals, we are focusing on Roblox. And when it comes to gaming, of course, as I mentioned, we can still build on Fortnite and Minecraft as well. But for us, Roblox is a huge bet because the numbers don't lie, and there's a massive audience in Roblox. And for us, being a B2B agency makes total sense to explore these type of platforms. And also, as I mentioned, like more than 70 million daily users worldwide. I mean, that's something that is even better than just create a social media campaign, right? So gaming, also immersive experience in a sense of metaverse. So we build immersive experience with impact. And as I mentioned, B2B, what we prioritize and what we offer to our clients is very like photorealistic, a very friendly environment for the brands to be able to connect with a younger and digital audience and a new generation. And most of our work and time is also to educate these brands on what they can do. Actually, we declined several of projects so far because we don't see the purpose and the true value of this. Because we were able to build Exclusible and be where we are at this point because we always listen to our community, and you will see probably from this day, everyone was saying community, 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 because when you work in Web3 is the most important thing, right? You need to honor your community. And for us, it makes sense to also release projects with a purpose. And we don't want just to be like in the headlines of media, press, and just create things for the sake of creating things, but also just to educate these brands about the real potential of Web3 and the immersive world. And as I mentioned, our Web3 studio, we launched, multiple collections in the past of NFTs that I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's start with the boss experience. I don't know, any of you enter in spatial, you check this experience, or no, completely new? Okay, okay, but basically we work with Hugo Boss during the Metaverse Fashion Week. So following the Miami Fashion Week, they decided to create a replica of the show, but very immersive, and it's the beauty of Metaverse and all of these virtual environments is that you can literally create new things. And so if you check the spaces, I think I have a video. Yes, cool. So, but it's very immersive. You cannot have this like in real life whatsoever. I think that's the beauty of working with different scenarios. But basically this project was very much focused in e-commerce. So everyone inside of the space was able to QR code, like a garment, and then try it out with augmented reality. And so that was a good experience because, keep in mind, brands are still exploring the waters a little bit, right? I mean, everything that we are doing here is new. I mean, we don't have a playbook. No one is like teaching us how to do things. We are learned by doing, right? And we are building projects in order to have more knowledge around that. And actually, I think I mentioned this to someone here from the event, but one very curious fact is that everyone that is working in Web3, blockchain, all of that, we don't know, but we are actually writing history. Eventually, people are going to speak about us because I think this is something very, very, very new. And of course, as I mentioned, we are still learning with all of our mistakes. So that was for Hugo Boss. So immersive project very much focused on retail and the combination of the physical with the digital. Then we also worked with Coty. Coty, we created something completely different because for Boss, it was B2C, and here it was an internal project. So they decided to embrace the metaverse and launch their own experience in spatial. We were the ones in charge of designing the entire location. There are more than 3 different spaces, but they are using that for their internal use. So the onboarding, the team building, the training, sales. So instead of just using like a Google Meet, they just use the metaverse to connect and to improve their process as a team. So this is some of the spaces. And now in gaming, we created the Sour Patch Kids. It was an experience only available for 2 weeks in Roblox during the Halloween, of course. And it was very nice because we were able to reach very good results, very good numbers. In average, we were able to captivate the audience and the consumer inside of the game by around 6 minutes. And as you know, if you have a brand, you know that this is great. And we designed the entire gaming from scratch. So, and then we put them available in Roblox and for our clients. Here you can check the game. Actually, I spent a couple of nights playing the game and trying to reach different levels. But yeah, it's not available anymore. Okay, then we also work with Vogue Singapore, and here I'm just going to be like more fast because I completely agree with the previous speakers of this conference mode. I think it's more important to have an open conversation. And if you guys have questions, you ask me, and then we brainstorm together, because as I mentioned, we are all learning from each other. Not just because I'm here that I know everything on what I'm saying. I actually learn a lot from everyone that when I'm going to events and speak about things that I'm probably considered as the experts, right? But it's all new. And then Crédit Agricole, it was also one of our clients. For here, the metaverse side as well. Alpine, we created an NFT collection with them with 3 different tiers of NFTs. And actually, it was very surprising to see that the ultimate tier, like the premium tier, was one-of-a-kind NFT. It was around 15 Ethereum. So at the beginning, like during that time, it was like 50,000 euros, and we were able to sell this NFT in less than 5 minutes because the main purpose of this NFT and what the NFT represents was a unique experience that is the possibility to drive an F1 car and to meet the entire Alpine team. And this is not something that you can simply buy online, right? So it's, again, focus on community, experience, and different things. And in my opinion, even if like Web3, Metaverse, blockchain, I mean, everything is very much digital. So in that sense, should like just push people away from each other. But in my opinion, it's actually bringing people together. And this is one of the projects that we were able to see that. And actually, the holder of this NFT, he doesn't buy NFTs at all. He just put like the right amount in the wallet and then was like, I really want this because I'm a fan. And I really want to connect with the brand. We also released the NFT collection for Aspirin Bugatti. So basically, it was 3 Ethereum each NFT, very good results on the secondary market. We sold the entire thing on a private sale. Again, we appreciate the fact that we honor our community because they were the ones buying the NFT and they understand the value because it's something that Exclusible approves and backed on, and we give some support to that drop. And so we sold everything in the private sale, and it was a very good case study because it was merging the NFT with a physical statue, like something very unique that only people with the NFT will be able to have it. Here, I mean, I mentioned that the Exclusible Alpha collection, so that we generated a couple of millions and very good start for us as a company. When basically, once again, the Alpha collection was just a membership pass, The ultimate utility and the value of this NFT collection was actually just to be able to buy even more NFTs in the future, like in a pre-sale access or even with the small discounts. So it was a very good message and for the very good example for us also to learn and to show the brands that the community is ready, We just need to make sure that we launch experience with impact and with a meaning. So we also work with Shiseido, where they created the free NFT mostly like marketing related. So you were able to subscribe to the newsletter, and then in a raffle mode, they will select people that will receive the free NFT that we are going to airdrop them. So as you can see, there's multiple ways to embrace Web3. And we don't have, a particular model. We always try to learn from the client what he really wants, and then just adapt, but something that actually makes sense. Because it doesn't make sense like for Hogan or Shiseido to release, like, I don't know, something similar to the CryptoPunks or Bored Ape or whatever, or trying to reach that, because no, the market is not there. I mean, they don't have the strategy, and what we want, and for us is the most important thing, is to explore right now, step by step, but then embrace that this is a long-term vision. It's not simply launching a project and then bye-bye, that's it. No, it's actually keep engaging with the community and keep releasing and upgrading everything that you allocate some efforts on. So we also work with Hogan, Italian brand, Frédéric Constant, Louis Moinet, so very like jewelry wash brands. But yeah, that's it about Exclusible. I don't know if you guys have any questions. Yes?